Did you know that there are much better ways to spend your free time than just wanking over the fact that the Rings of Power teaser trailer got ratioed? Wes, hi everybody and welcome to another video. Do you want to hear something positive, my dear friends? I shall provide you with something positive. Welcome to European Law, my dear friends. And if you're here for the first time, if you've ventured into the channel of one crazy little European fella, do not hesitate and hit that subscribe button. You will not be short of crazy rants and very controversial views. Now, I have thought of this video while popping in Twitter or X, as I do once a day for a couple of minutes, or sometimes twice a day, when something is happening twice a day, really, to stir a pot of the pot for a little bit. And well, I went there and I saw a lot of people posting posts about the Rings of Prime teaser trailer being downvoted and ratioed on YouTube, as if this was not expected. And of course, a lot of people, as expected, once again, I'm not blaming them. I did the same. I did my own reaction to that trailer. Then I did a video about the House of the Dragon teaser. And that's pretty much it for me. I mean, I'm not going to be putting out videos about the Rings of Prime being ratioed every day and about each and every single sentence that is uttered by one of the actors. All of this being accompanied by very, very cringe and pathetic thumbnails, which, of course, once again, it was expected that people will do it. So, besides, posting a little bit of that, people are either wanking over the horrible Rings of Power teaser or the fact that it got ratioed on YouTube, putting out videos with extremely tiny thumbnails. I'm surrounded by idiots. Yeah, so that's how I feel when I go to social media. So, whether we are talking about the Fellowship of Fans on the OneRing.net, like, oh my god, it's Anatar and Hellbrand again, and we're so looking forward to it. Just wanking their wieners, like, furiously over this insult of the legacy of Tolkien, or whether we are talking about like YouTubers who are like, oh, we will win, it's getting ratioed every day. We know people don't like the show. I don't like it either. I make some videos from time to time about these things because I do not want bad entertainment to be made. So when there is bad entertainment, I make a reaction, or I post it on YouTube. Yeah, I monetized the first season a lot because it was very bad, and I reviewed each and every single episode. And I'm going to do the same to the second season. I'm going to review all the episodes again, so we can all laugh at it. But I mean, I don't want to go overboard. So I decided, instead of this, I would recommend something actually good to you. So first thing is, I added this tweet. On a brighter note, I have just started devouring Flowers, and the definite article shouldn't be there. That was my mistake. Flowers for Algernon. An ex-girlfriend bought it for me about 7 years ago, and I got to it only now. Man, it's good. I should call her and thank her. Almost finished it in a day. An extremely good novel. A sci-fi, psychological, sociological novel from the 1960s about a man of the intelligence, the IQ of 60, who undergoes an experimental treatment, a surgery. And he basically becomes a genius. And he turns into, the book is narrated from the point of view of him, writing entries into a diary. And you can beautifully trace the progress of his rising intelligence from being an extreme simpleton to being a genius. And of course, not only was he retarded as far as, intelligence go, but also emotionally. And the further the book progresses, the more he realizes about, himself and about the world, about his surroundings, and that, because he didn't even realize that people were laughing at him all the time. So as of making of this video, I haven't finished the book, so please, no spoilers. Every spoilery comment will be deleted. So, this is the first recommendation. And the second recommendation is, if you want to enjoy good fantasy, Conan the Barbarian with Arnold Schwarzenegger just celebrated 42 years. The 42nd anniversary, like 2 days ago. So you can either, and this is my main recommendation, go back and reread all the stories by Robert E. Howard, which is like one of the peaks of the sword and sorcery genre. Or you can just, go back and rewatch, which I'm going to do tonight, Conan the Barbarian with Arnold Schwarzenegger, which, of course, if you compare the two, and I'm always talking about, I'm all about source material and things like that, yeah, Conan the Barbarian with Arnold Schwarzenegger couldn't be further from, like, the Conan the Barbarian as imagined and as written by Robert E. Howard. Completely different characters. Conan the Barbarian by Robert E. Howard wasn't just a brute, he wasn't speaking very little. He wasn't an unintelligent or, the simpletony berserker, who would just be slaying enemies from left to right. No, he was actually a very wise and clever and accomplished man who was able to become a chieftain, a war leader, and a king of many nations. He did everything. He was a thief. He was a warrior. He was a pirate. He was a king. He battled many a sorcerer and many a demon. And, just get the complete works of Robert E. Howard, Conan the Barbarian. Read through it and you will feel so good, I promise you. And if you don't have enough time, do check out this adaptation, which is its own thing. It's definitely an icon. Well, come on. One of my favorite fantasy films. One of my top fantasy films of all time. Definitely in my top 10. Not in my top 5. Not even in my top 8. But definitely in my top 10 fantasy films. Arnold Schwarzenegger being Arnold Schwarzenegger, 50% of the entire film being the soundtrack by Basil Poledouris, most of it also being by Arnold Schwarzenegger, because, come on, it's Arnie. Whatever film has got Arnie in it, I'm in. And the entire production and the cinematography and the atmosphere of the entire film just breathes, it shouts 80s at you. And it is one of those films that when you watch it, you get completely lost in it. Yes, it is over-exaggerated at times, the hyperbole is there, but that's what fantasy is about, isn't it? It's very well made. It's a very well made fantasy sword and sorcery film with an absolute star in that. I mean, I am an Arnold fan forever, and there's no better way to celebrate the 42nd anniversary of Conan the Barbarian than just going and rewatching the film. Instead of spending hours upon hours upon hours on the internet wanking over the success and not success and failure of The Rings of Power Season 2. Don't worry, you will enjoy it a lot. You will enjoy all the videos, dissecting it and reviewing it and spitting upon it. Don't worry. We will take our sweet time with it. We will enjoy it, and you will enjoy it too. But for now, don't think about it. I mean, who cares in the end? Alright, so let me know in the comments down below what you think. And that will be all. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm out of here.